So I am currently sitting on work right now on break, and I've been doing a lot of overtime. For the past 3 weeks, I've been doing a lot of overtime, doubles, and everything like that, so I can get some extra cash. So that's why I haven't been posting a lot and stuff like that. But there is a few info that I would like to share. Knight Rider is currently out of service. I did not run Championship Night or Fall Brawl, Westmoreland County Fairgrounds, and New Alexandria. So the reason why that is because I blew up my engine. I was going to run Gold Member for Championship Night. And I took the motor out of Knight Rider to put it in Gold Member because the transmission in Knight Rider was messed up. So I ended up taking the engine out, putting it in Gold Member, because I just hurry up and bolted the frame together in the front and built a small new cage in the front just to get me through so I can run. And ended up blowing the motor. So I blew up the motor in that. So I need a motor, I need a transmission for Knight Rider, and I need basically a whole new mower for Gold Member. So that one's still rusting in piece. Excuse me. Ooh boy. Ended up busting the whole axle out of the transmission of Knight Rider, and so I had to find a new one. Couldn't find a new one. I, of course, picked a Sears LT11, and I can't find a lot of Sears LT11s. And ended up finding in Sears LT10. I'm like, it might work. Because the Sears LT10 now I have is the rat rod mower, and it has a completely different one. Either way, I would like steering, because I broke the steering in the rat rod mower, so I was going to get it either way. I can use the steering or use it for a transmission. Well, I ended up getting it. It was the right transmission, so we're in luck. I went to put it in for Fall Brawl. The frame on the back of Knight Rider is broke. So it has a nice crack right where the transmission is. So that was a no-go. I wasn't able to do anything there. Plus, I still needed an engine. I still need to find an engine. So I ended up pulling out one of our project ones that we were going to use to cut grass and fix up and sell, and I ended up pulling it, and I looked at it more closely, and the deck is rotted out and needs some other odds and ends here. The transmission doesn't have a neutral in it, and stupid stuff like that, but it still runs, it still drives and everything like that. It just doesn't have a neutral. I'm like, well, people don't like that. People like having neutral, having brakes and all that sort of stuff. So I ended up taking the motor from that. So we got the motor, we got a new transmission, but now I need to plate up and weld the rear frame on Knight Rider, which I'm going to be using probably the same one to cut the frame out, notch it and everything, and splice it back in and fix up Knight Rider. And so that's what I've been up to. That's why there's not been a lot of posts. I also got a 1982 Suzuki SP250 street and trail, dirt bike and motorcycle, whatever you want to call it. I think I posted a picture of it earlier on Rebel Boys, but I wanted to restore it, but I bought it whenever I was 16, first thing I ever bought, and kind of bait it to hell and back, so so it's going to cost me more to fix it than it is to do anything else, so I ended up just keeping it as a dirt bike. And so I'm actually going to be building a rat rod motorcycle, hopefully. That would be a cool project. Got the gas tank sanded. I'm letting it rust. I'm gonna slap Rebel Boys on the side and the drippy lighters like I always have. I'm gonna put a skull. I'm gonna chop the front fender off a little bit so it's nice and short, so it's stubby, and place a skull on top so it's a skull. I'm ripping the back fender off completely. I think I'm taking the seat off and putting something else on. And I'm just doing stupid odds and ends. I'm going to put ammo boxes on the back. Going to end up putting probably a homemade gun rack and axe and stupid stuff like that to make like an apocalypse night rat rod motorcycle, apocalypse motorcycle kind of thing, and make it look cool, you know. So that's probably what that's going to turn into. Cool little car show piece, something to just ride around on, put around on, and be cool, because I kind of cracked the engine case trying to do jumps and stuff. Chain was loose and it wrapped around the the gear on the transmission. Yeah. Oh boy. I need a nap. Got up way too early for this. But yeah, so now the engine case is cracked. I just put extra oil in it whenever I'm running. I stop, put more oil in it, and keep running. No big issue. Not really too concerned about it. Like I said, beater bike. But looking around for another bike, looking how to make it into a rat rod. I'm going to delete all the electronics, might put underglow on it, stupid stuff like that. Just to make it like cool looking and everything. So the Rebel Boys truck has been taken off the road. I'm taking it for one last hurrah this weekend. I still got like a couple days left or something on it. I'm not renewing insurance or registration or anything like that. So I got like a couple months until it's actually ran out. Or not a couple months, couple days. Couple days till it runs out. So I got like a day or two, whatever, left until my registration is gone. Then I'm going to take it off the road. I'm going to be slowly building it. I'm working the overtime, extra cash for the paint job, for engine work, and other stupid odds and ends here and there, so I can actually build it into my dream truck, which would be like a nice dark race blue with the black stripe down the center, like the two-tones that were in that era. And then I just got to do the cab in that. Flatbed is staying on it, and I have been looking into getting a normal bed on it, but it's going to be my derby truck. I'm going to be driving it back and forth from the derby, so I'm going to need the flatbed so I can fit two mowers side by side, back up, stupid stuff like that. Or if Dylan needs a ride with his mower or anything, I can load it up on with mine, because on the 350 I have to put them in sideways, and they have to leave the tailgate down, and they're hanging out and stupid stuff like that, and it's just easier with the flatbed, just put them both on side by side. So there's that. Yeah, just trying to get things done. Winter season, been working on the rat rod slowly. Like I said, been working a lot. I got new fenders for it, new other ideas for it, license plate fenders and license plate space. There's spaces in between the fender and the frame, so I've been using license plates to patch those and everything, make it look a little cooler, like an actual rat rod, using other things for holes. And I got the grill, the actual grill back. I found it in my scrap pile. Got rid of a good bit of mowers. I took them in for scrap. And just now, odds and ends here and there. Might be going old school, just getting a whole lot of old school mowers and rebuilding them, repurposing them and stuff like that. And maybe here and there pick up a newer one or something, or a square body Craftsman, and build new projects out of. Because it's still fun to mess around with things, but hopefully Knight Rider would be my last derby mower. But we will hopefully be getting a new driver. So we are building another one after that. And I'm probably going to be using a square body Craftsman for it. I can find those a dime a dozen. There's two generations of them. They look completely different, but they're basically the same thing. So I can buy either or, and it would work. So I've been finding those everywhere. I had at least 10 of them in the time I've been dealing with mowers, and I had plenty of opportunity to get more. It's just I didn't need them at the time. No one was buying parts for them because they're so everywhere. They're just everywhere. So I got rid of them and stupid stuff like that. So we're going to be using that, and he should be joining the team next year. But we'll have to see on that. We're still waiting on approval and him to okay it. So, yeah, I think that's about it. But, yep, that's why we haven't really been doing much online or anything. No YouTube videos. I got some here and there, but they're short. They're just whenever I have the time, I go out and talk about them and stupid stuff like that. And so, yeah. But any comments, questions, concerns, or whatever, leave them in the comments below. I'll get back to you whenever I can. And then if you want me to do something, want to see something, which I got in mind also, I'm going to be doing something else if I can actually get it done. We'll see. But that one's going to stay a surprise because, like I said, I don't know if I can do it. Boy. But it's one of the stupid things that I can probably get done really easy if I just had the time to do it and the parts to do it. But, alright, well, my boss is coming back from lunch. I see his van. So, yeah, if you want to see me do something else, let it down in the comments. Let me know what you want to see and everything like that, and I'll try to make some videos because I should be slowing down here shortly with work, and I should be able to get back to mowers and stuff. But wintertime is always busiest for us. Don't understand why. It should be summertime, but oh well. So wintertime, anyway, I work outside in the garage, so yeah. Not really much else to do anyway, so